Hey everyone, it's CL, and in today's video I'm going to be doing the Behind the Booktube tag, and right now I'm sitting on my desk. I can't film like I normally do because there's boxes everywhere because I'm moving soon. So yep, we're getting a little closer and more intimate today. So let's get into the questions. Oh, and I will leave the original tag creator. I'll leave her channel down below in the description box, so please do check out her channel when you have a chance. So the first question is, what kind of camera do you use? And I use a Canon Rebel T5i, and if that sounds familiar, it's because a lot of YouTubers use that camera. And I actually wanted this kind of camera only because I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to like electronic equipment. And I wanted a popular camera to be able to look up tutorials on like how to use it. If I have problems with it, there will be a lot of information out there for me to get help, because I'm not really good at like reading instruction manuals or just figuring it out or understanding what all these terms mean. So I prefer to use like a more popular camera just because there's a lot more tutorials out there on how to use it. And I actually started using my very first YouTube videos, I started using my iPhone, and it wasn't the fancier iPhones we have today. It was one of the really old ones, and it was incredibly hard to film. I didn't have like a tripod or anything, and I struggled with how to hold it up high enough to be able to get myself in the frame, and I just didn't like it. It was really hard. It made the whole filming process way longer than I wanted to spend on it. Like I take a long time to film using my normal camera, my Canon, but with the iPhone it took like 3 times as long just trying to get it set up. So I'm really happy that I was able to get a camera. Question 2, do you use any additional equipment, lighting, tripod, microphone, etc.? I do use lighting because I realized that the majority of time that I have free for filming is really late at night. I'm talking late 10, 12, 2 in the morning, and you know, the lighting that I have in my home isn't really good. So I decided to invest in some lighting, and honestly, I was really happy that I did. What else equipment do you use? I do use a tripod. There is a tripod holding up my camera right now, but it's broken. Like one of the legs broke off, so I can't move much because it will knock the leg down and this camera will fall. So I want to get a new tripod. They're pretty cheap. I went on Amazon and you know, it's like 20 bucks or less. So I plan on getting a new tripod, but not right now. I'm gonna wait until we move, which is in a couple months, just in case, you know, with a lot of boxes and a lot of stuff getting shoved around, you know, with the movers and all that. I don't want my new one to break, you know, because they're pretty cheap. The one I have is incredibly cheap. Like the plastic is incredibly flimsy. So we'll see. And what else do I use? Oh, this is something that people don't tend to mention, but as far as memory cards, this was the first memory card reader that I used. It's like this really cheap version. And what happened was, when I would film videos, I realized that my files would be corrupted every time when I'm trying to export it onto my computer, and it was incredibly frustrating because it took so long to film those videos. And then when I try to export them onto my computer so I can edit them, my files would be corrupted, and it was incredibly frustrating. And I wasn't sure if it was like my camera or what, but I did some research online and I thought maybe it could be my memory card reader. So I invested in this new memory card reader, which is like Rocket Tech, something like that. And I got this memory card reader, and as you can see, it opens up like this, and it has, you put your memory card in there and it keeps it safe because it has a little enclosure, and you can flip this over it here. And I really love this memory card reader. After I bought this, my files, my memory cards no longer got corrupted. I think my cheaper memory card reader just couldn't handle my memory card. I don't know, but this one made a big difference. This wasn't very expensive. I want to say maybe less than 20 bucks. I don't remember, but it was affordable and my files no longer get corrupted. So that is a huge win. Question number 3, scripted or spontaneous? How do you plan what you're going to say in your videos? I have tried scripted, but I think I'm so awkward that it just doesn't work. Like, even if I script it out, I still mess up and I still go off the script. That just doesn't work for me. Scripted doesn't work for me. But what does work for me is like jotting down some notes, some general notes of what I want to cover in my video, and that has helped. So it's like spontaneous, more so spontaneous, because I take notes, but I will just kind of talk it out, you know, when the camera is on. Question number 4, how many takes you do when filming? I do a lot of takes. I really envy those people that can create a video in one shot. I have tried that and I fail miserably. Just doing the introduction to this video of like saying hi, my name, what video I'm doing today, that probably took 4 or 5 takes just because I couldn't get the words out. Like I stutter or I will trip over my words. My brain knows what I want to say, but when it sends the signal down to my mouth, it just does not come out well. And my theory is because in my normal everyday life, I don't talk much at all. So maybe my mouth just isn't used to talking. I don't know, but I'm trying to improve. Question number 5, if you use music in your videos, where do you find it? Now, as far as music, I use the free stuff. I really ensure that the music I'm using is free. So 99% of the music I do use, when I do use music, which isn't often, I will get it from just the YouTube music database, because I know for sure that that's approved by YouTube. But more so recently, I've been branching out and just kind of Googling like free music libraries, and I just kind of do extra research to make sure that it is free to use, because mainly I don't want to get like sued or something, you know, because people are like that. You can be like the poorest person on the planet and somebody will try to sue you, you know. Number 6, how do you make thumbnails? Oh gosh, I am terrible at making thumbnails. I never remember to purposely pose for a thumbnail. That's something I'm trying to get better at. So what I've been doing when I forget to pose for a thumbnail, which is like all of the time, when I complete my video, I will scroll through my video and just kind of look for a section where I look somewhat decent, maybe a section where I'm smiling or where my face isn't contorted in some horrible way, and I would just take a screenshot and use that as my thumbnail. And I also use, if I want a customized thumbnail with like words on it, I will use PicMonkey, and I use PicMonkey to edit those thumbnails, because when I looked up tutorials on how to make a customized thumbnail, that's what everyone used in their tutorial videos, and it's free. So it's been working out really great for me. So if you're not familiar with those, definitely do some research. It's worth it, you know. And once you get used to making those thumbnails, it gets easier. You can do it really quick. Number 7, what do you use to edit your videos? I use iMovie, and I love iMovie. It's really easy. At first it was kind of hard because I didn't know how to do it, and I had to look up a lot of tutorials on how to edit. But iMovie, now I can edit a video pretty quick. I don't do anything fancy, but yeah, iMovie. Number 8, any tips, tricks, or hacks when it comes to filming or editing? Tips, tricks, or hacks? No, I don't have any. I don't really have any tips. I would say that when you first start filming, it is incredibly awkward, but just kind of keep going. Like what I used to do when I first started filming is that I would try to film my video, and every time I mess up, I would stop and start completely over. But now I will turn on the camera, I will start my video, and where I mess up, I will just keep messing up, but I will leave the camera on, and during the editing process is where I edit all that stuff out, and that has worked out better for me than stopping completely, deleting the footage, and starting over from scratch, because I know myself, there's no way that I can get it right in one go. Last question. In your opinion, what makes a good video from a production standpoint? Now for this, I am not referring to my videos because I don't think I have great production value in mind, but I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I do note like what is aesthetically pleasing from a production standpoint. And lately, I swear to you, some of the best well-produced videos, I would have to say, are from like the guys that create the Pokemon Go videos, like Mystic7 and Trainer Tips. If you look at their videos, they are so natural. They have like the really, really good editing, and those are the types of videos like that I wish mine could be. But definitely check out those channels, even if you're not into Pokemon Go. If you want to see like really great editing, really natural in front of the camera, and how they travel and do vlogs, definitely check out their channels. It's very inspiring. Like for myself, it's really inspiring to see that, and that's something that I want to strive for in the future, like having it be more natural and nicer, aesthetically pleasing to watch. So I'm definitely taking notes as I'm watching those videos. And I also think from a production standpoint, having decent lighting goes a long way. You know, when it's really dim and your lighting looks like pee, it's not really nice to look at. And what else? And I would say having a decent background. I know mine right now is like plain white, and you know, I have like the same background in my video, in every video, but when I watch other YouTubers, I really like their background. Like if they have a nice background, it really makes them pop more on camera. I'm not sure if I'm using the right term, but it makes them more, gosh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It makes them more noticeable. It makes them more pleasing to the eye. I have no idea, but I just noticed that when you have a nice background, it makes a big difference in my opinion. So yeah, so I reached the end of the tag. So I hope that was interesting. If you are a content creator, please consider doing the tag. I am very interested on seeing what everyone else has as their setup and how they film and all that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you later.